Hey guys, what is going on? This is Jaron and welcome to another Black Desert mobile video, and this time we'll be talking about the camp and how your camp can help you increase your CP. Alright, so let's begin. So our town hall or our camp has been updated and upgraded. We are now able to upgrade our town hall into tier 7, which has a lot of things in store for us. First of all, the change for town hall 7 is that it allows you to add more one lodging. So one lodging allows you to have one more extra worker. So a higher level of lodging gives you 3 workers if you have a level 3. So more workers for you means you have a lot of things you can do in your camp. With the town hall upgraded, you can upgrade your ranch, you can upgrade your refinery, and of course you can upgrade your stable. So those are the 3 things which can help you gain your CP. First, let's go with the ranch. Ranch gives you the raw silver, so if you need silvers, you can upgrade your ranch, but I don't suggest upgrading your ranch immediately because this requires you a lot of different wood. Next is the refinery upgrade. This one is very good. I like the update here very much. This will allow you to get a lot of good black stones. You almost always get good stones. I don't think you can get fair stones anymore with the takeout feature of this one. I usually always get good stones or higher, good or grand stones. So that will be nice if you get to upgrade it to level 14. You also get a garden with the upgrade of the town. So one more garden means more food for your camp. And the other thing is stable. Stable allows you to get more horses and more feed, but you don't really need to upgrade this. But the thing about the stable now is that you will be able to get a tier 6 horse. I haven't really worked on my horses yet, but I should be doing my horses because a higher tier horse should give me higher attack or higher buff, so I'll be working on that later on. Those are just some of the new things in the camp which you can do to increase your CP. The biggest factor here will be the good stones, since you will have more good stones for you to refine or enhance your armors, especially now with the level 38 resonance. You'll be able to gain bonus stats once you get the 37 or 38 resonance, so it should help you here. So to do those upgrades, you will need a lot of wood, so I usually spend my stamina doing logging, and of course my workers are all doing the logging, so you will need to do some world gathering and of course go to logging. I suggest to do focus gathering. Just be sure to make your workers happy by doing the encouraging and the greeting whenever they go back. So after you claim the ingredients or the wood or whatever material you get from them after they work, be sure to encourage them, to greet them, just to put up their happiness. Be sure to upgrade your refinery, your ranch, and of course your stable for you to get your camp updated. And those are the things I'm doing with my camp right now. So going back to the workers, so as you can see, I'm doing focus gathering, so their happiness is at the yellow level currently. Some of them may be at the red level, so be sure that once they got back, you encourage them and greet them and make them happy once again. Alright, so since we're talking about the workers, I'll talk about contribution. Contribution is the one you need for you to get more workers, or for you to get higher tier workers, or you to upgrade your workers. You use 2 contribution points for every worker you have. White worker you have, then you use 5 for blue, you use 8 for purple, and you use 11 for yellow, and I forgot the green one, you use 3. So you need the contributions for us to get workers. So you need contributions for you to fill the extra workers you have with the extra lodging. Where do we get contributions? Contributions can be obtained for every quest you complete, or for every main quest, sub quest, or camp quest you complete. There are a lot of different camp quests. There are quests that require you to give them materials, or they require you to do some boss rush or to do some ruins. Those are some of the things they ask you to do. And with my current level of camp, I actually get 3,000 contribution points, which is a lot. It's really big. I can easily get my contribution level higher, so I'll get more workers, or I can upgrade my workers into higher tier, which will help me make my production of materials, or my production for my node, which we will talk about later, much faster and much more efficient. Another way to get contribution is for you to get another character or make another character and do some main quests with him. It gives you a lot of good contribution experience, as well as it allows you to get some rewards. Although the rewards are not that good, but it's still some contributions. You mainly do it for the contributions, and the rewards are just some freebies. I would suggest doing the contributions from the alts if your contribution is very low. If it's like a very low level at the moment and you just need some workers for you to add in your camp, I suggest to do the main quest. Then once you reach around level 30, level 40, you can stop and make another one. Another way is for you to get the Imp repeatable quest. You can keep repeating the quest that asks you to kill 20 imps for the reward of 50 contributions. That's actually very fast. I usually finish a quest around 15 seconds, so you get 50 contributions for per 15 to 20 seconds, so that's really fast. I don't really do that method, but it is one option for you if you really need the contribution. Now here's a tip I can give you guys. As you can see the names of my workers, they are actually their stats. So this guy is named Vit Dex Strength, which means that the primary status is the Vitality, secondary is Dexterity, and the final one is Strength. This one is mainly for my camp. This guy is my worker, or this woman in this example is my gatherer, because when you gather you need Vitality to make the gathering time much shorter, so Vitality is needed there. Dexterity for crafting, so if I do need to, maybe I want to make some supreme chests, I can make her do it, but I will certainly not make her do the upgrading or building, because the building needs strength and the strength is her weakest one. So that's how I name my workers. I just name them based on the highest stat that they have, then the secondary, then the least stat that they have. So same thing goes for this guy. This guy is one of my main gatherers. It's a yellow gatherer, and I can use him to make crafting much faster as well. So I have a lot of different workers. I have some that has max higher dex, secondary vitality, and then the last one strength. This one's for my crafting, but I seldom craft. So I made the secondary vitality. I chose the secondary vitality so I can make him an efficient gatherer as well. So that's one of the things I do with my camp. And as you can see, my workers for the node are mostly yellow. So it's yellow, and some of them white. I'll explain later why I have white on my node. So that's basically it. Once again, strength is for building, vitality is for gathering, and dexterity is for crafting. What you can also do to make your workers level up much faster is for you to give them gifts. Gifts can be obtained through the node, or you can also get them by buying the hourly reset from the gift merchant. So they reset every hour, and you can buy those every time. So be sure to give gifts to your workers for you to level them up and make them happy, and just for you to get more benefits from your camp. Now let's move on to the node. The node gives you a lot of rewards, a lot of different rewards depending on what you need. That will help you gain your CP. Mainly for me, I get boss stamps, I get ancient relics or ancient tablets. And now with the recent update, you actually get relic fragments and alchemy fragments, which I really need. I'm pretty sure a lot of you also do need those for us to get those orange relics or maybe a red alchemy stone, which can help us increase our CP. The node basically is somewhere you can assign your workers to gain items for you for a certain amount of time. There are a lot of different rewards, some skill books. You can also get some black stones, some ancient tablets as I mentioned, and boss stamps. Those are some of the things you can get, and you also get some gifts for your workers. Now for the node, if your node is quite low, you can't have as much workers, but currently in my level I can hold 10 workers and 6 nodes. And the thing about nodes is there are two things you need to consider for your workers. There is a worker that holds the node, so that's the guy that gets you the silver, and there are workers that gets you the item. So for those workers, you will need a specific stat for them to be efficient. So the node workers benefit a lot from having strength, so I suggest a strength primary worker for you to put in the node. Those are the ones that get you the Zeni, and the higher strength they have, the higher chance that you double the reward that you get. And the other type of worker for the node is the one that gets you the item. This one requires you higher dex. So if you want to get an item which you put in the node, the higher the dex, the better. Higher dexterity means you have more chances of getting double the reward. So let's say I was able to make my gatherer work up for 6 ancient tablets. There's a chance I get 12. There's also a chance I just get 6. So the higher the dex, the better. So as you can see here, my workers are mostly primary dexterity stats, and their secondary is strength, just so in case I put them on the node, their strength would still be higher and gives me more chances of doubling the silver. You gain XP through the node depending on how much items you collect, how much silver you collect. The more items or silver you collect, the more XP you get whenever you visit your node. And as I mentioned, you can get relics and alchemy fragments from the node, and those are really helpful because you can't really get a whole bunch of those. They are mostly obtained from ancient ruins, and of course we all know that ancient ruins runs are limited for us, so we can't really get as much as we want. So how does those special node appear? Whenever you collect rewards and there is no special node available, there is always a chance that a special node will appear, and that's the time that you path your way through the special node. So the worker that you put in a special node would be the highest dexterity that you will have for you to get the highest chance to gain double reward. So let's say a 1000 alchemy fragment node shows up, I will get the highest chance for me to get 2000 instead of 1000. So that's a huge jump when it comes to gaining those fragments. Now let's talk about my strategy with the node. The way I do it is that my white workers are holding the nodes, and my gatherers or my item gatherers are main dexterity, secondary strength, and lastly vit, because you don't really need vitality for the node. So all those are gold workers, and everything that holds the node are white workers. And I always pass through the nodes, which will give me a lot of items to acquire. So those that passes through ancient tablets, or boss rush tickets, or the ones that pass through this special node. So whenever there's a special node, I take out all of my workers and path my way through that special node. Now, what if you don't have a special node? The way I do it is I just look for the path with the most boss stamps and most ancient tablets, which gives me the most rewards whenever I come back. Then I come back every 30 minutes until a special node pops up. 30 minutes because it requires around 30 minutes for the silver to be acquired, because whenever you acquire rewards, that's when the special node has a chance to pop up. So I grab rewards every 30 minutes and hope for a special node to pop up. If there's no special node, then I just go back later on after 30 minutes and try again. So that's how I'm trying to get as much fragments as I can. It takes quite some effort, but I usually do it whenever my bag is full after grinding. Then just go back to the camp, go to the node, pick up some rewards, and hope for a special node to appear. Now, how does these rewards help you with gaining your CP? Now, with the newest update, the CP from the boss rush knowledge is capped to level 50, which means that the more boss rush you have, the more knowledge you get, which means the more CP you can have for your character. There are times wherein I acquire around 100 plus boss stamps just from one return, and I think that's around overnight. So I suggest that before you sleep, make sure that your node workers are in their proper position, that they'll be gathering for you overnight, so you get good rewards in the morning. You also have a choice for skill book, so if you need more skill books for like AP skill book or DP skill book, you can use those or maybe sell them if you need silver, but I don't prioritize them because they take too long to take. I go mostly for the boss rush and tablets. And over the course of 1 week, these are the rewards I was able to save up. As you can see, I was able to get a lot of different relics and alchemy fragments. So let's all hope I do get a lot of rewards from that one. And also guys, remember that the relics also help you gain more drop rate. So this also helps your character overall. You get more chances of getting rare items or rare equipment whenever you get to upgrade your altar. And that's it guys, I hope you learned something with your camp and your node. And if you haven't been working on your camp and your node, I suggest that you do. They give you good rewards, they give you good CP. And of course guys, if you haven't played the game, I suggest that you do. And if you are a new player, be sure to grab your free Combat Plus using my creator code. The creator code is down there in the description below. Be sure to use that and claim your free Combat Plus. By doing so, you also help me and support me as a content creator for Black Desert Mobile. So yeah, that's it guys. I'll be working on more videos later on, and I'll see you all in the next one.